There's some destroyed buildings, and obviously there's like barely any trees. Well, last year in 2018, Hurricane Alberto went through here and destroyed pretty much all this park. They're rebuilding right now, but there's still a lot of structures and areas closed. And what's interesting about that hurricane, it's very few hurricanes would develop before hurricane season starts in Florida, which is June 1st. This one came on May 25th, which is, like I said earlier. And another thing unique about that hurricane is it's an early hurricane before hurricane season, and it became very strong. If I remember, it's 150-mile wind. And on that site right there is a wild island. There is nobody live there. It's pretty very big island, and there's no electricity, no water, obviously, and the only way to get there is by boat or kayak. And I'm gonna, let's see, 'cause what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna snorkel around these rocks into that area a little bit, because here is a big drop, probably about 80 feet deep, because it's a main channel for cargo ships to come. But this area is beautiful, is where a lot of different fish hang, and of course dolphins come through, and definitely sharks, but I haven't seen a shark yet.
As I begin to snorkel, I quickly realize how strong the current is. It's much stronger than it appears at the surface. And the reason for it? Well, last night we have a half moon and a super tide came. It means more water came with the high tide than normal. So this morning, all this water is rushing back to the open sea, creating unsafe and potentially dangerous conditions for snorkeling. And of course, the water visibility drops significantly. As I was watching the pinfish swimming with the current toward open sea, I decide it's time to leave and go back to my old spot, to the safe and much better condition to snorkel. As I was watching those wild snappers hanging around the rocks, and this school of pinfish picking at that little tiny jellyfish, a bigger redfish came to investigate what's going on. But the biggest surprise was eagle ray. Wow, what a beauty! As I continue to record, I spot something in the distance and I went to investigate, and wow, it's the shark. Actually, three of them. They were not big shark, but nevertheless, it's the shark. I could not see if it's a mako or white tip, definitely not a hammerhead. It doesn't matter. At the last day, I spot the shark right there in the distance. And this concludes our trip to Panama City Beach. Actually, the place where we stayed called San Andrew State Park. And what's unique about that park, it's surrounded by beautiful Florida waters. On one side, it's Gulf of Mexico with blue clear waters and white sandy beaches. On the other side, it's a big open bay area where people can rent kayaks, jet skis, boat, all kind of fun. Also, park have different trails to explore, biking or hiking. It's got a small pond with alligators. Yes, it's Florida. We have alligators. And the wild deers. But those deers, they get used to humans. On many occasions, they would come and they would feed from the hands. This is just unbelievable. There is place for RVs, tents, and they got really clean, nice facilities. Hot water, cold water, and I would strongly recommend this place for people who just want to explore outdoors and they don't want to spend too much money. This place is inexpensive and give you a lot for the money. I'm hoping myself to go back in the near future and continue to explore. After all, this is ocean. Who knows what I might find. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy the videos, and definitely, as I said, go and explore that park.